Yo, 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 welcome to another episode of I Am Supposed to Be Here. I am your host, Donovan DC Carter, man. We got another special guest in the building, man. This is one of my boys. We go back, since
2009?
2009, bro. Like, the Valley, A1 grade, man. This is my boy Josh right here, man.
Still, bro.
You might not recognize, he usually behind the camera, but we got him in front of the camera this time, you know what I'm saying? Special guest, thank you so much for being on, bro.
I'm happy to be here, bro. I'm supposed to be here.
Man, supposed to, yes. You gotta claim it, man.
Yeah, so I'm just glad to see people around me doing good things. Like, the stuff you're doing with this is just real positive, really just dope, bro.
Man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro, man. First, before we get started, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, please subscribe, tell a friend. Man, this episode, I think this episode like 6, 7, something like that, but we just gonna keep them rolling. Thank y'all for tapping in, man. Like I said, I got my boy Josh. Man, me and him, man, we been through it, bro. Like, we've been through it, man. I remember, like, what's that, 2000? Like, when I first got out of school, I was trying out for the league, didn't work out. Boo-hoo to me. I'm trying to figure out my life, man. So I first got with Josh because we was working at Prime Time. We was working at this sports camp. Man, shout out to Peter. He has this sports camp he does. Yeah, man, Peter, man. In the summertime where it's really cool because he does like, he gets like, are they autistic?
Some of them, so they had an autistic program, but then they also had the after school program with the autistic kids they would have. I think that's when he was at UCLA, and they would have, come over here after school and just do some work with the kids, play some football, basketball, some different things.
Soccer and stuff. It was cool, man, to get, like, we would go and he would have this thing called Prime Time games, where we would go help out the kids. Like the kids that were autistic would come with kids that weren't autistic, and they would play together, have a good time. Like, he would put on a good show, man. It was really, like, cool to see these kids interact, because I know when I was young, like, man, kids is mean, and like,
kids getting bullied all the time.
Yeah.
Like that. So it's good to see them bringing two different types of kids together, and making them understand that everybody's on the same level. Right,
and everybody different as well. And I really just like seeing the kids just, really like look out for them, because like I said, when I was in school, man, if you was different, like, I don't know, you wouldn't like, it just, the interaction would be different. Like, of course, he ain't gonna make fun of those kids or bully them, but I don't know if I would be like, you go over there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
because nobody really told you, like, yo, bro, they just like you, just, you know what I'm saying, just accept them, treat them the same way. They're a little bit different, but just treat them the same way.
Exactly. So, fast forward, I'm out of school, trying to find my next move. Man, shout out to Peter, he gave me the opportunity, let me come work in the summertime. So that's how me and Josh, we got reconnected, because we was both there with these badass kids, man, all day. Like, what was it? It was from like 8 to
2 or 3.
We was
babysitting all day while they was at work.
Yeah, we was basically babysitting. It was terrible. But
these are the kids that the parents don't discipline.
Yeah.
Drop them off so they don't have no kind of home training. They're jumping on things, cussing at us. We looking at them like,
and we can't do nothing. Like, I wanted to, like, cuss back at them, but I'm just like, shit, I ain't about to, I don't need no problems. Kind of trying to keep it PG. And it was from like preschool to all the way to sixth grade, I believe.
Yeah, and those sixth graders was bad.
Yeah, and the sixth graders, they didn't want to be there because they grown. They like, I'm here with babies. But we did that. Excuse me. All summer, man. It was a haze. And then we got reconnected again because you was doing security. You was on security at some Hermosa, man. Worst fucking job ever. But we made it through. Like, we got through it, and you need them times. It's them times where you down, and you look back and we can laugh about this shit.
Now we can.
At the time, we like, hell nah. Shit. I'm like, bruh, and I'm a big dude, so everybody was like, oh, you should be security. So I was like, all right, like, whatever. And then he was there, and he was like, man, it ain't bad. It's cool. At the time, I just needed some bread, but all money isn't good money, ladies and gentlemen. And, it's cool. It's a good opportunity, man. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? You, like putting me on, because I really, originally, I wanted to be a bartender. I went to bartending school, all that shit. Like I said, I was hustling. I was just trying to figure it out, y'all, like it's hard. And I was just like, man, I need some bread. I'm not trying to sell no drugs. I don't gangbang. I don't steal. So I was like, I'm trying to get it the right way. So I went to bartending school, which was a waste of time and money. But you get to learn how to make cocktails, which was cool. But I ain't made a cocktail since. But I was trying to do that. Josh like, oh, why don't you come to the bar, meet the folks? Shit, maybe you can get tapped into the bartending. So I said, bet. Of course, I didn't get tapped into no bartending. Had my ass right there,
slaving
top
away.
flight of the world, and it was just long hours, man. And then I didn't know, like, after the fact, I'm thinking like, okay, time's over. Honestly, we didn't really have like no type of situations though.
Nah, not at the club.
Yeah, it really wasn't. It was Hermosa, so you just got white folks just drunk as fuck talking shit. Like wasn't really no fights, a lot of drugs, but that was about it. And then after I'm done, I'm like, okay, it's time to go. They're like, nah, you got some more work to do.
That's when the real work started.
Wait, we gotta move chairs, man, tables. And we was wearing like was we wearing suits?
Yeah.
We had to wear suits, ties, all that, tie, shirt off.
Feet hurting.
Yeah, feet hurting. I didn't get home till about 3, 4 in the morning. I said, oh man. And then I low key got fired. Like, well, technically, like, they was just like, you know what, we'll call you type situation. But at the time, I was like, man, cool. Like, cause I got booked for Ballers, but it was just so early. Like, I got booked for Ballers like January, and I started doing this job February because I got booked for the show. Congratulations to me, but they like, oh, you not working till November. So there was a stretch where like I'm just like, it was from like January, February-ish till November. So that's like 8 months where I'm just like, shit, I gotta figure it out. And like then I got bread for the pilot. But that was it. And then of course Uncle Sam came. So what I thought I got, I didn't get because I got taxed crazy. So I was like, damn, I still need to get a job. So I just need to do something, like, cause people, they get confused. Oh, you on a show? You good? You getting there? It take time. So I'm there, and then like, man, like I said, they said we'll call you, and they never called me. And the motherfuckers owe me $100, and I still ain't got my check.
It's
so
alright though. I got it back though, cause I waited until on a busy night, I think it was like St. Patrick's Day or something.
Yeah.
And I just didn't show up.
When he told me that, I said, oh man, you're crazy, bro.
It was just $10 an hour.
I said, man, you ain't getting no referral for them. Your security job business is over.
That's what I had to weigh out though. I need security anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, nah, they can't do my boy like that.
Yeah, and honestly, I was supposed to work that day actually. But my dumb ass went out the night before, turned the fuck up, because we never got no day. We never had no day off. It was just always just go. Especially and I'm just like, damn, like working us like a slave. And I'm just like, man, like I needed something like, and I already like missed like, cause my homies was in the league. Some of the other homies are still in school, so like they would always be like, oh, come out, turn up. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, bro, I can't. Like I have to go to work. Like just so depressed. Like I have to
our job was on the weekends.
And they're like, man, fuck that job. I said, bro, like I don't understand. Like I don't have nothing. Like I have bare minimum, so I need this. So it was one Saturday because I missed one of my best friend birthdays. And I was sick off that, so the next time I got invited, I said, bro, I'm going. So I told him, I said, look, I can't come Saturday. I got something to do, make some bullshit up. And he was like, all right, well, you better be here Sunday. And I was like, all right, cool. So I go out with the homies, turn up, man. I'm in the Uber and I fucked around, had some edibles, and I'm not an edible fan. First of all, ate the edibles, was fried. Left my keys in the Uber. And it wasn't even my Uber, which was a problem. It was my boy Uber. So by the time I figured out, he already loaded. He doing this thing. I didn't want to be that annoying friend, but I'm like, bro, I need my keys. Like you gotta help me out. And he just like he like, nigga, get out of here. Like, bro, get out. Like it's like, and then he tried, but it was only so much he could do.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision at that point. And my mom to this day, she's still like, are you kidding me? I was like, either I could sit here and think about these keys, or I could drink and just forget about the whole thing. So.
Kids, decision making is key.
Key, man. Check your keys. Of course, I went with drinking. I said, man, fuck them keys. I'm getting faded because I can't let this roll. Because girls is like, are you okay? Like I'm over there like just depressed, just like fuck. And they like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I can't find my keys. And so I just decided just to turn up. My mom, she was just mind boggled. Like, so you just got drunk and didn't? I'm like, I don't know what else to do, Mom. And then by the time I got my keys, I missed work. And yeah, they was through with me. They was like, it's over.
You on call.
It's over, man. But man, it was a good opportunity. I feel like you gotta go through those things to understand the bigger things, yeah. And it just make me grateful. And you know, God willing, I don't have to go back to the days. But I needed, you know.
You need that.
Yeah.
You need to go get your hands dirty. You need to go work a little bit.
Have to.
Experience some things and humble yourself, because that was a real humbling job.
It was humbling, man. And then even after I got done with that, I low-key went back to Peter and still worked. I worked back at the school. I did after school program, which was way better. Hours was better for me. I could have weekends, which was cool, which I think is important, you know. Even now in acting, like I feel like weekends, you know.
You like take your time off?
Yeah, it should be off if you can, you know, especially Sunday. You know, even Chick-fil-A ain't open on Sunday, so I'm chilling. But
usually with acting, are you guys usually going through the week, or you guys going on weekends?
For my experience, it's always been through the week. Now, if you got like other type of sets and other type of films, maybe like, you know, not so big a budget, they might go on the weekends. But I know on Ballers it was always Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you know, because you need, like you said, you need some time off. You need to decompress. You might not want to see these people on your weekend, which I get. I would like, luckily, like I wouldn't mind seeing them on the weekend, like, but you know, I was like, okay, I get it. Like, you know, I think your weekend should be off with you and your family. You know what I'm saying? Everything you got going on. But yeah, it was a humbling experience, like you said. I'm grateful for it. I appreciate it. My bad, I got because you know, people put their name out, you know, for you, refer you, and you know, you not only now you represent that person as well. So I apologize, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck that job at the end of the day.
That's how we felt about it.
Yeah, that's how I felt, man. But like you said, kids better make good decisions, man. And sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I know, you know, people go through stuff and they like, oh, I'm too good for that, but you know, you gotta throw that pride, throw that ego to the side. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, but you don't gotta stay there.
Nah.
You gotta, you know, you can rise up, get up out of there, but you know, tough times make tough people.
That challenged you.
It did.
That challenged us, make you think, because at that point I remember we was both sitting there in the parking lot before work.
Right.
But this ain't it. We gotta figure it out. And that's when you started talking about acting, and I was still trying to do the sport thing, trying to pursue basketball, but it was like, nah, we gotta figure something. This is not where we gotta be at.
Right,
so it challenged us and it made us think and just helped us grow. Where we at now, it's like, I feel like that's a big part of it.
Right, man. Transitioning with, you know, hooper basketball, man, like what, like, you know, you got your son. What are some things that that you gonna start instilling him that, you know, that maybe would have got you
to the next level?
Maybe, yeah, because you played overseas. You know,
I didn't go overseas.
Okay,
it was just, I went to junior college and then I was gonna go overseas.
But you got hurt, so you got injuries, man.
I had 2 ACL tears, meniscus tear. So I feel like that was just God just giving me an opportunity to see things in a different way. I don't ever look at everything like in a negative situation.
Right. So
it was just like, what is he trying to teach me at this point? And it was it took some years to kind of understand it, but now I kind of see what he was doing. And it just like you had to answer your question. It just really instilled hard work.
Got you.
Discipline. Just staying focused. Staying focused on your task at hand. I know there's gonna be times where it's tough. It's like we talking about. There's challenges, there's setbacks, there's obstacles you got to go overcome. But at the end of the day, as long as you stay focused on your goal, you set goals for yourself, you achieve them.
Gotcha.
So that's what I try to instill in my son right now.
I got it. And is he interested in basketball?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I haven't forced it on him, none of that. But he's full on with basketball. He wake up, watch the Lakers.
That's what's up.
I take him to basketball training on Sundays.
Okay.
He wakes up, goes outside, shoots, gets his 50 shots up, and that's all him just pressing 100.
And that's good. Like, I ain't gonna lie, with me, like, my dad, he pushed me at first, and then eventually I picked up. I was like, you know what, I don't need him no more. But I needed him. Like, we would get up early in the morning, cause it got to a point where like on punish, I wasn't like a bad kid, but I was mischievous, like talking too much. So like it got to a point where like whooping my ass just didn't work no more. So he would get me up like 5:30 in the morning, bro. We go running, push-ups, heels, all that stuff. But it kind of, you know, at the time I'm like, man, I hate you, Dad.
Did you cry through those?
Hell yeah, I cried.
my son be crying through. I'll be like, all right, maybe that's just the part he not wanting to do it. But that's his way.
Yeah, cause he would have me on, like, cause I not only like during the week, on the weekends. So I'm like, damn, like pop, like, but you know, but the grind don't stop, like it don't stop. But yeah, I be crying, you know, parents would be like, they probably think like, is this child abuse? But like I need, you know, I needed that. But I mean, half the reason, shout out to my pops, man, because I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it wasn't for him doing that. But I know part of the reason, you know what I'm saying, he getting up because he want to work out. Like, bro, I know you trying to get in shape. Don't try to use an excuse like, because everybody wants some company.
That's a bonding method.
And like we would go to Northridge Park and we will run like you know, it was one of them, you know, it was one of them big old fields. So he'd be walking, he like, we ain't stopping till you catch me. So like it'll take me about like it'll take me like at least, cause I'm not a runner jogger like that. Like I'm quick.
Explosive. Just get to what.
So it took a minute, like, but you know, you gotta get a good pace, cause like, cause he would I would never catch him sometimes.
He got long legs.
Yeah, and of course he's smart. He gonna start picking up his stride.
He's gonna make you work hard.
Yeah, and then after that, I'd have to go to PE after. But I was in good shape though. Like I needed it. It did help me. And after a while, like it really helped me because like, you know, I got to high school. We actually had 6 in the morning workouts. In college, every morning, and you got to wake up at 5:36.
So what your dad did for you in the early stages kind of built the foundation.
It did. You know, I wish he would have told me that, but I'm just like,
let a brother know.
Yeah, like let me know like what the big picture is. So, but I mean, I'm just grateful for it all, man. Man, shout out to all the sports heads. What do you who you got in the Super Bowl first of all?
It's everybody been asking that, man. It's supposed to be asked, but I don't know. I can't go against Brady. I feel like I'm a big Kobe fan, and the reason why is because of work ethic and preparation. So I just look at Brady the same way. I feel like he got something to prove. He don't want this young kid come and take his GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? If he go out with Mahomes beating him, Mahomes, I mean, you start to rise up. You win more Super Bowls than Brady, you can now be considered a GOAT. But if you go out with that win on top of Mahomes, I feel like that's cool.
I think it's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, honestly, this is the matchup we wanted to see first of all. And like, you know, this is like you were speaking of Kobe. I think this is what we want to see in the NBA. We want to see Kobe and LeBron.
Yes.
We never got a chance to see it, but we get a chance to see this, you know, because time to go.
Yeah.
This the new GOAT. And man, but I can't. I gotta rock with Patty, you know, because he just, he just different.
He's a special breed. He's different.
I wouldn't be surprised if Tom wins, though.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if anybody can do it. Tom can do it. And I went back and like I didn't watch the first game because they played during the regular season. But I looked at the scoreboard, you know, looked at the stats. And I'm like, damn, they really didn't, because like Tyreek went crazy.
Yeah.
So I thought they blew him out because he had like two something the first half,
Tyreek.
Which is ridiculous. He ended up with 269, but he had like over 200 yards in the first half, which I think is a record or something. Or if it ain't, it's close to it.
Yeah.
And you know, but they made adjustments. He didn't have over 100. He didn't have that the second half. And then they start picking up, and like Brady, they start, like I think it started off 17-0, and then the end of the score was 24-27. So,
and that's when the Bucks was still getting their offense together, getting their team, getting their system built. I feel like the Chiefs was already had their stuff when they come off the Super Bowl. Right. So I feel like this one is gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be a good game, man. I think one of the best Super Bowls we've seen in a minute. And it's gonna. I mean, honestly, all the time Super Bowl games have been, except for the one when he beat the Rams, I was kind of boring. But like everyone always been entertaining.
Yeah.
And I really think it's gonna go to the last possession.
I feel like it is.
At the end of the day. I just seen also switching to basketball, like they have an all-star game. A lot of players is complaining if you was and they shoot like hooping and they shoot like would you, because I mean I just, you know, going to all-star game it's a blessing, but you know, I mean, of course, like LeBron, Giannis, some of these dudes that's been to the all-star game, like, you know, it's still a big deal, but like, you know, you cut the season short. You know, off season is way shorter, and now y'all want to have an all-star game. You know, in the middle of the pandemic, you got all these rules. It ain't gonna be the same type of all-star game vibe because you can't go out. Yeah, no fans. You can't go out and turn up too much. Like if you do, you better be real discreet.
They gonna find you.
Exactly.
You can't. That's what they doing. They putting the players on lockdown now. Where I'm saying it's not a bubble.
Yeah.
But you can't go out your hotel room. You can't do anything.
Can't do nothing.
So it's like, I feel like from LeBron's perspective, he's like, I just want to go chill with my family. Let me go back home. Let me chill. Let me just take some time to decompress. Like you said, players need that. So, I mean, I kind of agree with him, but I also see where the NBA coming from because they're business, and at the end of the day, like,
it's business.
They trying to make their money, so but I mean, I side with the players, so
yeah. I mean, it's in Atlanta, so that's cool. But I don't, like you said, I don't understand what the purpose of an All-Star game is because
safe either.
Yeah, it just look. I mean, this season's already different. It started later. It just seemed rushed. Like I get. Pretend it's All-Star game, let people have that week off, like you said, break, relax. But I mean, you know, honestly, these dudes still gonna be working out. They still gonna be playing pickup games. You know, they ain't gonna chill too much. So I mean, but like you said, there's no fans, so that's different. I'm like, is it still gonna be a dunk contest, 3-point contest? Like, are they still gonna do like all the other?
That's what they do it for. It's fans. That's what the All-Star game.
That's what it's for. Yeah, exactly.
So
I mean they could have did virtually, like how they did. They didn't have Pro Bowl this year, but they played Madden. I'm like, y'all might as well just play 2K. Like,
do something like that where the players can connect with somebody, you know, the fans and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, something like that. But it's gonna be interesting, man. I mean, Lakers looking good though. I don't know what.
I feel like they're going back to back.
Are they still number? Are they number?
I think they dropped a couple.
I know there was 3, but I seen they just beat the Nuggets the other day. But shit, Utah been going crazy. Clippers.
I just feel like in the 7-game series,
nobody gonna beat them.
LeBron getting better.
Yeah, he's getting That's what's crazy. Yeah.
And then the Lakers got so many different pieces.
And they getting better.
Yeah, so I'm excited. They got that THT.
He balling, man. He good. I've been a Dennis Schroeder fan. I've been saying get Dennis since he went to OKC. Yeah. And Wesley Matthews, you know, he hit or miss, but I feel like he gonna make the shots when need be. You know, Kuzma, you know, we like you said, we getting better, man. We in sync, and even with the new dudes, it's almost like they been there. How they playing, like they but it show, you know, how great of a player LeBron is, because you know even he just get people together and they just rise to the occasion.
He's a great leader,
man. Great leader, yeah, great leader, man. But I think Lakers, Nets. Lakers I say Lakers in 6. That's my.
I feel like Lakers in 5 or 6.
It's early though. Like it's still early.
The Lakers, they just, I don't know, man. I don't see nobody with the coaching staff and the players that they got around them. I feel like there's too much high level IQ basketball around them. I feel like in a 7-game series, ain't nobody taking them out.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
So
I'm definitely excited for. They gonna have March Madness this year, college basketball.
That's gonna be exciting.
Cause last year, you know, shout out, you know, go Bruins, of course. We was on the road last year, and they shut it down, you know. But I was in the heat of COVID, so I get it. But I'm just, you know, I love. I don't really watch too much college basketball, like right now. But February and March, I'm locked in, cause you know, first of all, football over, so it's only so much you can do. But I'm really locked in now, March Madness, cause like that's like. I think that's like some of the best basketball.
They play
that's like playoffs, man. And it's only one game. I don't know who's good this year. That's my thing. That's why I kind of figure it out during March. But you know, you get a streak then, and like you know, you got them random schools that just be coming out of nowhere. But them guys stay all 4 years, and you know they buy into you know what's going on. Man. You think if you was when you was, would you have done one and done, or you would have stayed multiple years in college?
I think I probably would have stayed. I would have stayed just for the experience and to really learn, so that when I go to the next level, being prepared. I know everybody wants that money, but like it just depends on where your focus is at. Yeah. And me, my focus was always on just basketball. It wasn't on just trying to get there to make some bread. Yeah, that's lucrative and that's it's interesting, but at the same time, it's like I got a passion. I got a goal for something. So
yeah, because I mean basketball different, because like. You know, you go overseas, you go to G League now, you go to college traditional route. So it's just so many different paths, and it just like football hard too, but basketball I feel like it's so many more people, it's so many more teams, so many more schools that's playing. Yeah, and it's just man, like it's really like
the grind is different. I mean, I feel like everybody pursuing sports, professional. The grind is relatively the same, but like you said, it's different. It varies. Like I feel like football is hard too, because y'all got such a big roster, so many positions, but it's tough. Yeah, I feel like everybody got to fight for a spot. Everybody's challenged to really,
you got to compete, man. Yeah. And like football is just. I mean, both. Everybody want to be where you at, so you got to be on your P's and Q's. and you know you could be easily like replaced, like because and then they got guys, you know. Well, I mean, what my boy said, they got guys coming in every week working out, you know, trying to take your spot. Yeah, new guys just trying out, and you know, and trying to take your spot. So it's just like you can't, you can't never. I mean, in life, I'm learning too now. Just you can't never get comfortable because somebody and like they almost like praying for your for you. They want you to get hurt. They want you to mess up. They praying for your downfall.
Do you take some of the same stuff you learned with football and apply it to what you doing now with acting?
For sure, especially during this time. Like I'm in between jobs now, so all I know right now is just work, just grind, and kind of the same thing where you like, you know, it's off season for players now. If you was a free agent, you just got to keep working. It's different because like football, okay, I can go live, I could go watch film. So it's trying to, you know, figure out, you know, different type of ways of putting that work in. But like you said with your, you know, earlier, like you got to put the work in, you got to put the hours in.
Because acting is like, that's different. That's more.
It's different. It's different.
How do you shoot? How do you stay prepared for stuff like that?
I mean, I think too, just living life, you know, just paying attention to stuff. Even right now, the things I'm going through, you know, because for me, it's hard for me to imagine. You know, some people can pretend like their mom died or, you know, their dad died, and that's tough because like I know in my mind psychologically I'm like, that's not true. I can call them right now, they're alive, and I don't want them to die. You know, like that's tough. But I just got to use like real things. Yeah. So I just got to just keep pushing myself, keep being open, keep being vulnerable, keep tapping into my emotions. And even right now, just, you know, it's been like this whole 2020, 2021 has been a whole whirlwind of things, and I can't help but to just sit here and just, you know, sit and be, you know, not too much in my head, but just sit and be in my emotions, just tap in. And I'm gonna have to use that, you know, later on, because I know, God willing, whatever character I do is gonna reflect like that, and it's gonna be, you know, and those are the characters I feel like nothing's easy, but it's a little simpler to tap in because you're like, okay, I get where they're coming from.
Yeah, because you've been there.
You've been there, you know, and you, of course, you gotta, you know, manipulate, you know, a little bit, something, but like I said, pretending like somebody's dead that's not dead, I just can't. It's hard for me. Right. Maybe one day.
I feel like what you're doing right here, though, with I'm supposed to be here, I feel like you making adjustments and you maneuvering through like your situation. I feel like this is a part of like you said, just understanding life and just trying to figure out ways to move forward. And I feel like this is keeping you on top of your game.
Yeah, this is too, and I've been, you know, and that's good. That's I like, you know, that's true. You said that, because you gotta. Because even it's like, you just gotta be yourself. You know, I've been streaming too. Man, check me out on Twitch. But I've been streaming, but you just gotta always be yourself, because I'm learning whatever character you do, if it's acting, if it's business, whatever. Just be yourself always. Because like that's what they want you as. They don't want you as nobody else. So you gotta just keep tapping in to you. And that's what I'm working on, just keep being true to myself. Just keep being me. Cause like, that's what people want you as. They want you as you. They don't want you as nobody else.
That's crazy, because that's what our brand is. Our brand is, for what we do with film and photo production, our createwhatstrue. Yeah. And it's a community, it's a brand. We do more than photo production, but it's really like building a community of people, just to keep people inspired to being yourself. I feel like everybody out there tries to be somebody else. Right. Tries to ride with the wave, but us, it's like, let's inspire people to stay true to themselves and tap into their God-given abilities and really go after something. Whatever dreams it is that you have, like, go after it. It don't matter if nobody else is doing it. Pave that path for yourself, because somebody else can follow after you. Facts. And then from that, it's just inspiring other people around you. Like, facts. So it's just dope.
Like, so, like, what? Because like back in the day, like I don't remember like you wanted to, you know, film and stuff. Like what triggered like I want to do this.
So what happened was, my girlfriend, while I was playing sports, I told her, like, just she always had a passion for photography, just being a photographer. So I was like, I'm an athlete at the time, like, grab your camera, let's go, you snap some photos of me and just start working that way. Buy your camera. She was like, I don't really know. I'm like, just buy your camera, let's just do it. Right. She bought it, and then that's when I had another surgery, and she left it sitting around the house. So I was just like with you, it's like, man, I gotta figure something else out. Fact. I had to make adjustments, so I went on YouTube and started learning how to work the camera. Right. How to record, how to edit, all that stuff. And then in the course of time, I just started placing myself around different people in the industry, different people that were doing work, to be able to like work on my skill, work on my craft. And at the same time, it was always in the back of my head just to inspire my girl. Because it's like, if I can do it, I don't have no knowledge on this stuff, you can do it. And it really was all about just inspiring her. And then from there, 3 years, 4 years later, bro, we're here.
Yeah.
So where we doing big stuff, and it's a blessing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was crazy. Like when you told me, I said, that's what's up, man. Cause like, you know, same thing with me. Like just doing, you know, some shit out the box.
Yeah.
Some stuff we ain't never did. But you know, shit. But killing it. You know what I'm saying? And still learning, still growing. Like we don't got all the answers.
Nah.
And we never will. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like just taking that initiative, which is the, you know, to me is the hardest part. Just starting and just like getting out your head and just doing it, and then figuring out and then learning as you go. And it's not gonna crack, you know, right away. Even this podcast, it's gonna take time. It's gonna crack eventually. You know, as long as God willing, you know what I'm saying, I get viewers each time, like shit. It's a blessing, you know what I'm saying? Like if you know you start at one and you just keep it growing. You
just gotta stay working at it.
Yeah.
Stay persistent at what you're doing, and that eventually things start to turn for you.
Got you.
But even at that though, I feel like even once you on your journey, you like cool, things starting to turn, it's like you still gonna have some setbacks, you still gonna have some difficulties, so it's like you just gotta buckle down and stay focused.
Gotcha.
At the end of the day, I mean,
what are some of the things like as transitioning to film and filmmaking, like that you learn, and if somebody is thinking about this and they want to start, like what is some of the stuff, like you know, first, like what's a good camera to get, like editing program?
I mean, me personally, I like Canon.
Okay.
I started off with Nikon. It was honestly with me, I didn't know shit about the camera, bro. Like it was really just picking it up and just learning. It's really just creating. I feel like that's something that a lot of people don't really tap into, is their creative gifts. And like me, I just kind of let things just flow. Whatever I wanted to create, I just picked up the camera and just did it. So that'd be my biggest advice, is just pick up the camera and create. Don't worry about no guidelines or how you're supposed to do things or how you're supposed to shoot. Just go out there and learn, and over the course of time, you're gonna figure it out.
Got you.
And that's what I did, and so that's my biggest advice.
I got you. And like, I know for me, like now, you know, I'm in the business, like, of course the camera cool, but like, you know, lighting and like sound, like that's muy importante too. Cause you watch something and you like, man, like, who the fuck, like, who did, like, and it is crazy because like it had a budget, like people like, you know, got a director, wardrobe. You like, man, this shit is not, it's okay. Like it's just okay.
That's key. I mean, honestly, that's what we've been learning through the years, is like building a team. And now I'm not so much trying to control everything. In the beginning, I was like, dang, I can set the camera up, I can do lights, I can do audio. I'm like, nah, it's starting to trust your team and putting people in places to be able to execute. So that's what I've been learning, because that stuff, I stay out of the technical stuff. The lighting stuff, hire somebody. For that audio, hire somebody.
That's smart.
I mean, and that's how we've been growing. So
you gotta know what your strength and your weaknesses are out there. And it's, you know, it's okay to like and give somebody a shot. You know, as long as they do what they supposed to do. But I feel like it's good to like at least get a gist of that stuff, so you kind of know, because people be bullshitting too. You be like, bro, like, are you gonna plug the shit in? Like,
have you been on set? You seen somebody working behind camera, working the lights, and you be like, what's he doing?
I like Ballers. Like, I feel like everybody was on point. It's just like, honestly, it was more like, who are all these motherfuckers on set? Like, everybody got a job. You got this, you got that.
You got PAs,
there's so many people, man, and you know, you got people paying attention to like what you doing. Like, they coming to me like, you know, you grab the water bottle with your right hand, 3 takes, and this time you grab it with your left hand. I'm like, damn, like, for real? Like, I didn't even know that. Cause you in the zone. I'm like, and now you know, now you got try not to think too much. It's like, you know, it's coming up, like, let me go, like, oh, like you try like, oh shit, not the left.
They put you on your P's and Q's. So.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, like, to me, like, even my friend was talking the other day, because I've been picking up golfing and shit, and I'm just like, I'm terrible at golf, but it's fun. But I mean, I'm gonna get lessons eventually, but I'm like, you know, you just gotta cause she like, oh, I wanna play, but like, I don't know, and you know, I need to go. I'm like, you just play, just learn. You gotta just get thrown in the fire and just figure it out as you go. And to me, like, that's the best way for me to learn. Like, you know, I can sit here, I can watch, I can study, but like, when I was playing ball,
when you start doing all that, like, sometimes it's best to just go out
just
there
react,
and do it. And
just
then
learn.
Come back and start learning more and keep doing more work.
Right, like techniques and stuff. But I know, like, you know, like, with ball, come back to your question you asked me before about ball, is like, you know, that's how I learned. Like, you know, we could watch film, we could go on the board and draw stuff. We could do walkthroughs too. But like the best way to learn is to get on the field and run the plays. And same thing with acting. Like I pick acting classes now, where like I'm doing a scene every time, because, you know, of course I learned a lot watching somebody and learn a lot watching films, you know, reading scripts. But the best way is to do the work, and figure it out as you go. And honestly, fall on your face, and
that's the best part.
And get up and brush yourself off, and, you know, do it again.
Because that's what you really get to see what you made of after you fall on your face a couple times. Like,
right.
Are you gonna get back up?
Right.
Do you really want to do this? Because if not, you stay on the ground. You suck.
Facts, yeah. And football, I mean, you gotta get, like, my coach always like, you get up like the ground is on fire.
Yeah.
You better not stay on the ground, because, you know, it's tough. You know, you mess up, you wonder something, like, damn, and you know it's on film, so you know they're gonna see it. But you better get up and run and make a play. You know, same thing, probably hoop. You get crossed over, like, that shit sucks. I'm sure.
But you gotta get your ass back.
But you better go back and try to strip them up, because if you go and you block them or you get a steal, shit, they ain't gonna care. They gonna care.
It's just the hustle at the end of the day. Like, what you gonna do to make up for it? That's cool, you did that, but even if you make a shot, what you gonna do on the next play?
That's real.
And I feel like that's the mindset everybody gotta have. Whether you winning or whether you losing, it's always about the next play. It's always about the next thing, because if you get caught in, I'm doing good, you get comfortable. You get comfortable and you start sitting back, and next thing you know, somebody else got their shit.
Exactly. So, and that's why I'm appreciative of sports. And like, whenever I had kids, like, if they want to play sports, like, I'm not gonna force them, but like, it just taught me so many just lessons in life, and I just feel like, you know, it'll do the same thing for everybody else. Now, if it's not your thing and it's miserable, then, you know, you gotta figure it out somewhere else. But I just think being on the team is just, you know, so just so important, man.
They teach you different life lessons, how to work with people.
Facts.
I mean, like you said, the discipline, work ethic. So it's just a lot. It's a lot that comes from sports.
When you watching like movies or like TV and stuff, do you watch it different as a filmmaker?
I watch it
on like angles and stuff, like the cinematography.
I'm like, oh babe, look, they shot that in 24 frames, or like, look at the lighting. Or I'm like, you, like, man, that shit wasn't that good, or sometimes man, that's fire. I need to go research this person, and see how they doing things. And shit, I'm crazy enough. I even reach out to the people. If I see you did some good work, I try to reach out to you. I mean, I try to hit you up and figure out how I can learn from it.
I'm getting better at that, because like, even like, that's the one thing, a blessing with social media, like, you can, you know, it's hit or miss. Sometimes, like, I just watched Sundance, because Sundance was virtual this year, because you couldn't go to, you know, because COVID, it's in Utah, but they did a virtual pass. So I was watching movies, and I saw a film that I really enjoyed, and I hit the because he had a lot of different angles, a lot of different point of views, and I kind of like pick up on that. Like, even like Jordan Peele, you know, he do a lot of, because you see directors that, you know, that try, like, you know, I feel like Spike kind of started with the with the people standing still, and the stuff is moving behind. So I feel like, you know, you catch on things, and like, I hit up the guy, and it's hit or miss. He ain't hit me back yet, but it's cool. But, you know, sometimes they gonna hit you, sometimes they don't. But, you know, but people got lives too. You know, I mean, don't take it personal. They got stuff going on. But I mean, I think that's key. Like, reaching out to them people, at least just showing love. Like, even if they didn't, they gonna see it like, man, this person show love, and like, they gonna appreciate it at the end of the day.
Slide in them DMs, see what they
sometimes, not just don't just slide in the girls' DMs.
Nah, you gotta slide in the business.
Pause sliding the guys, sliding in business people, because they, you know, because you can get put on like that. I think I was on Clubhouse, and I was in a room, and this one dude, I can't think of his name, but he was on a show called The Boys, and he been in stuff already.
Laz Alonso?
Nah, he was like he was in the last season, but he was like just in a couple episodes, just a guest star. But he loved the show, and he shot them a message like in they I don't know, Twitter or Instagram, in they DM, and it was like, you know, they love his work, and they was like, shit, then he was in the show. So I'm just like, shit, I'm like, anybody I enjoy, like, cause that's what I'm learning too. It's all about your network, man.
Like, your network is your network,
man. It's important, everything, and that's what's been tough for me right now, cause like COVID, like, ain't, you know, you gotta tap in with your own network, of course, but it's just meeting them new people and just being in the right place at the right time. And there ain't really been a lot going on to network, but you know, you gotta just tap in with the people you with, and not just always you know, it ain't always about getting a job. Just seeing how they doing, seeing what's going on, man. How they kids, how they family.
Sometimes being a blessing to somebody, even reaching out. Like you said, reaching out to them, hitting them up, seeing how they doing, seeing what you could do for them. I mean, that goes a long way. And not saying that that's why you do things for people, but I feel like if you look out for people, people gonna look out for you.
Man, that's real.
It's gonna come back around to you somehow. God gonna be looking out for you.
Man, I just want to just be thought of, man. At least like, you know, at least in the top 3, 4. You know, at the end of the day, and like I'm at a point now, you know, and my thing like that network is important because all it takes is just a phone call because it's, you know, it's gonna be against you and such and such people until you get to a point where hopefully people are fucking around writing shit for you, but until then, you know, shit. All it takes is a phone call and just getting with the right team and all that stuff. So
that's the biggest thing is just staying in contact with people. I mean, that's a big key to our business. Is I don't wait for the business to come to me. A lot of people in this industry, what I realize is like our way to be ahead of everybody is to beat them to the punch.
Right.
So a lot of people aren't reaching out to people. They're not, like you said, it's hard for a lot of people. In this, especially in this industry, people behind the camera, we introverts. A lot of people are introverts. So I just like, cool, I'm gonna take it one step ahead and initiate that conversation. I'm gonna go door to door. I'm gonna call people. I'm gonna text people. I'm gonna DM people. You know what I'm saying? So, and that honestly through COVID, that's what kept us going. Like that was our best year, honestly.
Damn, that's what's up.
So it was just staying consistent like we was talking about.
Yeah, because you know people need content. People need, you know, their pictures taken, and you know what I'm saying, y'all got the whole shebang with the package, you know, all of that, editing, you know what I'm saying,
photos, video, you know what I'm saying,
all that.
We got makeup, we got creative directors, we got stylists, so it's just building the team, man, so where people come and enjoy the whole experience.
Where do you see like yourself and your business in like the next 10, next 10 years, like how long do you want to do this? Like
I see, honestly, I'm glad you asked me that because it's exciting to me because in the next 5-10 years I see this growing into like a multi-million-dollar film production company,
right?
To where I can start hiring other people because I don't want to be behind the camera all the time. I mean, like I don't want to be holding the camera, so I want to be able to produce things to where I'm supplying other people with job opportunities.
Yep. Where
I'm connecting, you know, the creative, the production companies with the talent like yourself. And then these other businesses who are looking for stuff, you know what I'm saying, to be able to produce content for people.
Facts.
So, what was your question again?
Well, you answered one, you know, next 10 years and like how long you want to do it, like how long you want to do this.
Yeah, I see like doing this for like I said, building the film production business to where it's up and going and getting smooth and other people are in place. You know what I'm saying? I'm hiring a whole team of people to take care of it and then find another passion in life.
Got you.
Find my next passion. We have a nonprofit, so my thing is trying to put more.
What's it called?
It's called Create What's True Foundation.
Okay, same thing. Okay, cool.
So and I want like a lot of the stuff we did with the kids back then.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do with our nonprofit now. And start putting together events and obviously when COVID dies down, putting together things where we can start giving back to people, start helping people, and start doing things for homeless people who don't have as much, or just doing different things. So I want to do a lot of philanthropy work within the community, especially growing up in LA and seeing how it is. You already know. So
it's rough, man. It's different. Like it's a beautiful place. Like. You know, my pastor, he said the other day, like, man, LA, like, is like the town of dream killers too. Like, it's crazy, but you know, it's a beautiful place, man. It's hit or miss. Cause I've been thinking myself, just like, you know, I want to act as long as I can, but like, I want to get to a point where, like, you know, I'm looking for my, exit strategy. Cause, you know, I want to act just because I want to. I don't need, eventually I don't need to. I'm not there yet, God willing, but that's my plan. Cause like I want to be by the beach, chilling. I want to be golfing. Like I don't want to do nothing. I'm chilling. My money working for me. Like okay, if it's a good script, good opportunity, or you know what I'm saying, the homie Josh hit me like, bro, I got this thing. I want you to tap in. I'm, stuff like that. I'm cool with, but just looking for like. That exit strategy, because you only can do stuff for so long, and it's always gonna be young blood, new blood. But yeah, man, I appreciate you tapping in, bro. Man, coming through, man. Appreciate this is happening. We, like you said, we supposed to be here, man. Tell everybody where they can follow you at. You got any upcoming things coming up too, or?
Right now we just got a couple different projects working with people, but so you can follow us at Create What's True. That's our Instagram page. My personal Instagram page is Josh_createwhatstrue. Yeah, man, you can tap in with those. We also check out 94 Feet a Game Map, man. Shout out Phil Handy. Shout out my dog. He's the assistant coach for the Lakers, but he has a basketball app out there where he's teaching these kids these basketball drills, and virtually, like through COVID, he was connecting with kids all across the world. So we built a community, and that community is growing to where, I mean, these kids are getting better just by watching his app, downloading this thing. So, man, shout out to Phil, man. That's a big thing. Check out the 94 Feet a Game app. So, yeah, man, just doing different things. I'm just blessed.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, bro. Man, thank y'all for tapping in. I'm supposed to be here. I'm your host, Donovan D.C. Carter. Please like, please subscribe, and have a great rest of y'all day. It's Black History Month too, so do something nice to a black person. You know what I'm saying? All month, please. Actually, no, all year, all the rest of your life.
Support the black-owned businesses. Support the black-owned entrepreneurs. Our black entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Just support us, man.
I need to do a better job myself because I was gonna watch I need to watch American Skin.
Okay.
But you gotta rent it. I'm like, damn, $6.99. Like, come on, Nate. Like, it ain't free. But you know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna support. I need to do a better job. But anyway, like I said, man, appreciate you coming on, bro.
Got you anytime.
Yes, sir, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we out.